If you are over 40 and start taking creatine, your next visit to a doctor might give you a scare. You walk in feeling great, stronger than you've ever been in years, but your doctor looks at your blood work and says, your kidneys are failing. They see one number, high creatinine, and immediately hit the panic button. As a physician, this is something I see regularly in active people over 40, people who train and feel healthier than ever, and suddenly get flagged for kidney problems that aren't actually kidney problems at all. Today I'm going to explain why this medical worry is often a false alarm, why creatine is arguably the number one anti-aging supplement after 40, and the one common mistake you are making mixing your morning coffee with creatine and maybe ruin its benefit. I'm Dr. Ngoundi and welcome to the channel. Now for start, let me explain the medical confusion here. Let's clear up the kidney myth. The confusion comes from two words that sound almost identical, but are very different. Creatine and creatinine. Think of your muscles like a car engine. Creatine is a premium fuel you put into that engine. When the engine burns that fuel, it produces exhaust, and that exhaust is creatinine. Doctors measure creatinine in your blood to estimate how well your kidneys are working as a filter. If the filter is damaged, creatinine builds up. But here is a key point. When you supplement with creatine, you are simply putting more fuel into the tank. So naturally, you produce a little more excess. That doesn't mean your kidneys are failing. It means your muscles are using more energy. And this is where many people get misdiagnosed, especially active adults with more muscle mass. Multiple high quality studies show that in healthy adults, creatine does not damage the kidneys. This is why it's crucial to always tell your doctor that you supplement with creatine, so your lab results aren't misinterpreted. And for very active people, kidney health is better assessed by trend over time, estimated GFR or glomerular filtration rate, and in some cases, a marker called cystatin C, which is not influenced by muscle mass. Now, let me bring out the safety notes here to know who should be cautious. Now, it is important if you have already been diagnosed with kidney disease or uncontrolled high blood pressure, or if you are on medication that affect your kidney function, creatine is something you should discuss with your doctor first. For everyone else, the data is very reassuring. Now, the main question here is why you need it after 40. Now that we know creatine is safe, let's talk about why it becomes crucial after age 40. This has nothing to do with bodybuilding. It's about a condition called sarcopenia, which is a progressive loss of muscle as we age. After age 30, we lose about 3 to 4% of muscle mass per decade. And after 60, that process even accelerates. This is why falls, fractures, and loss of independence become so dangerous later in life. Muscle is not just for movement, it's a metabolic organ. Loss of muscle is linked to insulin resistance, frailty, poor balance, and even increased mortality. Creatine helps by pulling water into muscle cells and fueling them to work harder. It acts like a protective shield against muscle loss. In medicine, we are increasingly viewing creatine not as a sport supplement, but as a longevity to help people stay strong, functional, and independent as they age. Now, let's jump into what I mentioned earlier, caffeine conflict. Now, let me tell you about the mistake I see a lot of time, and I used to make it as well. Many people wake up, dump their creatine into a hot coffee and drink it. This may not be ideal, and here is why. The first problem is dehydration. Caffeine is a mild diuretic, while creatine needs water to work effectively. They are simply pulling your body in opposite directions. Second is absorption. Sometimes it suggests caffeine may blunt the benefit of creatine when taken and at the exact same time. The third problem is gut distress. For many people, combining both leads to stomach discomfort. To be clear, it doesn't mean caffeine cancels creatine completely. but separating them is a low effort way to maximize benefits with zero downsides. My recommendation here is simple: enjoy your morning coffee first, wait 45 to 60 minutes, then your creatine with a large glass of water. Your stomach and your muscles will thank you. Now let's move to a final verdict and dosage. Is creatine safe after 40? Absolutely. In fact, I would argue it's far riskier to let your muscles waste away. The protocol is simple. You do not need a loading phase unless you are in a hurry. Just take 3 to 5 grams daily. Drink plenty of water, and remember, the most important factor is consistency. Creatine works by saturating muscle over time, not by perfect timing. So, to conclude this video, I would say that taking creatine after you turn 40 is beneficial for your body so that you do not entirely lose your muscle mass and avoid sarcopenia. But if you are a coffee drinker like I am, it is not advisable to take these two at the same time because they have different effect in your body. And if you want to maximize your gains, you can take them at separate time, but remember to separate them by 45 to 60 minutes. If you found this helpful, I have another video explaining what happens to your body when you quit sugar, one of the biggest drive of aging. You can watch that video here. I'm Dr. Ngoundi. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Don't mix them.